Dig. Welcome back to the Jenna Julien Podcast.
Welcome back.
This is Carcast 2K17. The last one we did was 2016, right?
Yeah. Hold on one sec. I just remembered that I forgot to do the pre-roll sponsors at the beginning.
Yeah.
Oops. Well, this episode of the Jenna Julien Podcast is brought to you by Wink. Wink is a great service where they deliver wine to your front door. They select wine based on a taste test that you take, and then they just deliver it to your door, and it's handpicked for you. Right now, go to wink.com/Jenna Julien for a special deal. Also brought to you by MeUndies. MeUndies has the hottest, coolest underwear in town. Currently on my butt. Go to MeUndies.com/Jenna Julien. More on that in a second. Sorry I didn't do that sooner. We're back in the car for a podcast. We literally haven't done this year.
Yeah, like you guys liked the last one because it's just like a nice chill ride of us going to get some late night food. I think last time we were going to Sprinkles Cupcakes to get cupcakes.
So we're doing a similar mission.
But even though, like, I feel like you weren't vegan in that one, maybe.
No, I wasn't.
But Sprinkles doesn't make a gluten-free vegan cupcake. They make gluten-free cupcake or vegan. But not both.
They don't like both.
But this time, Julie, where are we going?
We are going to Donut Friend, which is in Eagle Rock. So that's a bit of ways away, but they have the whole place is vegan. Every donut,
unbelievable.
Every donut, every topping is vegan. They also have gluten-free and vegan donuts. And the place, when we get there, it will be slammed. Every single night they're slammed, even on weeknights.
But they're open kind of late.
They stay open late because they're smart.
Unlike everywhere else in Los Angeles, where if you're hungry and it's after 10 p.m., you're fucked. But it's not even that late right now.
It's not even that late.
But even still, things start to close at like 9.
Yeah. So we figured, hey, we need donuts. We need a podcast. Let's just do it in the car.
We do need donuts.
We do need donuts.
We always need donuts.
We need donuts. We're actually leaving to Vegas tomorrow.
I know we can talk about it right now. We can talk about it. Because the podcast is going up on Monday, but we can't talk about it like in real life right now.
Yeah, so it's Monday for you guys. Otherwise, we wouldn't be saying this. We are going to Vegas this weekend. We'll have gone to Vegas to surprise our good friend Shan and Chris Melberger. It's Shan's birthday.
Chris is in on it, though.
Chris is in on it. So Chris took her and a bunch of friends to Vegas. They're out there having fun right now. I think they were delayed like 5 hours because of weather.
What?
Yeah.
Like weather from New York?
Yeah, because they're flying to New York.
I was like, well, weather in Vegas kind of stays the same.
So they're probably getting there actually tonight. They're probably still in the air, honestly.
Really?
Yeah. So we're gonna show up tomorrow. We're flying into Vegas, and we're gonna surprise them and have a little weekend in Vegas.
I'm excited to fly to Vegas. I've never flown to Vegas.
Oh, it is nice, man. I gotta tell you. It's a 1 hour flight.
You just gonna start with that already?
I'm starting with this. Yes. It's a 1 hour flight. Okay.
Yeah.
Into the desert, wide open, kind of a beautiful flight, honestly, because it's really cool landscape. You're looking at the flat fucking desert.
Wait, so is it an hour? Like, I like to measure my flights, like, it's like a half an hour from when you take off to when you're like cruising speed, and then it's half an hour from when they start telling you.
It's literally 30 minutes of cruising, because it's 15 takeoff, 15 landing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's like the flight didn't exist, and it's so nice. But yeah, there's no traffic jam when you're getting into Vegas. There's none of that.
Because I had never been to Vegas until I moved to Los Angeles and drove there. I've never flown there from anywhere.
Yeah, I only flew there. I flew there.
You flew there with Josh.
That's right. Yeah.
And Arnold.
Yep, we did that.
You guys had a little boys'
trip.
night.
That was like 2 years ago. That's crazy.
Was it fun?
Oh, it was really fun. I loved it.
You guys saw that Michael Jackson show?
We did.
Right?
We saw Michael Jackson. I prefer. So we've done like 2 trips in a row, and this year we're going to try to do our third every spring. But I liked last year's trip way better. I went to Gatlinburg. That was way more fun like that.
Except, I love Gatlinburg, and I had gone there with Mamrie Hart for Hey USA.
Yeah.
And I had a really good time. It's a wonderful place. Except you guys went there, and then you guys thought about taking that helicopter tour, and then the day after, like, people died in that helicopter tour.
We didn't even think about it. We drove by and almost did it. So there was this helicopter tour. We drove by. We said, "Hey, that would be really, really fun. Should we do it?" And we all kind of debated it for a second, but then we realized like we had other things we wanted to do more, so we left. Literally the next week, that exact helicopter tour company had like 2 or 3 people killed in a crash. which is nuts. And then what? 8 months later, there was giant fires that took all of these.
Yeah, that was so sad.
Oh man, those cabins all wrecked.
Who was telling us that was like arson?
Yeah, it was arson.
Who was telling us that?
I think Jay Cyrus, maybe. Who was? We were talking about.
Yeah, it was Jay Cyrus.
Yeah.
That's so fucked.
Yeah.
Like someone just lit Gatlinburg on fire.
Yeah.
You're a fucked up person.
Yeah.
How dare you? What a lovely, delightful place.
You're a fucked up person to light anything on fire, so fuck off.
Go to jail for arson.
Unless you're spraying Axe on the floor by the pool as a 13-year-old and then lighting it with your lighter to be like, that's dope as fuck, which is something I did.
You did that?
Maybe.
You were one of those kids?
For a little, it was a stage.
I had a couple of those friends that would like sit in their bedroom and take a bottle of hairspray and then a lighter and do that thing and make a little blowtorch.
Yeah.
That was too much for me. I
was
wasn't one of those kids.
I never got too bad about it. I only did it a little bit and then...
I feel like I still know people that never grew out of that and they're really annoying to be around.
Yes. Anytime there's light around, it's their time to
Dog, you're an adult.
Yeah.
Stop lighting things on fire.
Yeah. Speaking of Carcast, one of my favorite comments I read about the last Carcast, one of you said, it's like I was in the back seat just going on a ride with you guys. And that's like so cool.
It is pretty cool.
We've improved our setup, I think. This time we have a better lens that can kind of see in the dark better.
Yeah, well, last time we had to have the light on in order for you to see anything, which is a little distracting. Like, it's distracting enough to have a camera set up in the car and be, like, talking and mic'd, but then also have the light on. So, yeah, this is nice. Like, you don't have to have the light blaring.
Yeah.
Although you claim that that's not distracting for you.
As a driver, generally, I'm okay with the light on in the interior.
I can't. It makes me furious.
As a kid, anytime I would turn the light on in the car, my mom and dad would be like, yo, turn it off, I can't drive like that. I never had that problem. My problem is it attracts attention to your car. Like, if you're driving at night and you see a car with their light on inside their cabin, it's so easy to see what's going on in there. So if we're filming ourselves driving, the last thing we want is to draw attention to the fact that we're just driving along Ventura Boulevard filming our faces, which is where we are right now.
It's a lovely night. How lovely. I'm just like, I'm terrified of us doing a Carcast someday and like something crazy fucking happening. Because we're out in the world right now. We are at the whim of the universe.
Yeah, we're not protected
We're
by
not in our podcast safe space.
Stained old green screen.
Dude, okay, real talk though, our beautiful green screen, it's not like the most expensive one you can buy. It's like made of neoprene. I'm sure we could get it dry cleaned. But because there's like an inch gap in the back door in that podcast room, it got water damage on it.
Yeah.
I'm pissed.
It's luckily though, the part that got water damage is not on camera. It's seeping that way though, like it's spreading. So we actually are considering getting it dry cleaned, and if that doesn't work, we'll have to just get another one. But yeah, that's like one of 3 doors in our house that literally isn't sealed at the bottom.
Like if it rains, it will flood.
Yeah, it just comes into the house.
It just comes in the house.
Yeah, it's like, hey fam.
We live in a large tent.
Yeah, we do.
Just like in our last house, how like the cockroaches would come in.
Oh my God, that was worse though.
That was way worse.
That was way worse. Remember the flying cockroach in our bed?
Oh my God. Like if we didn't find that thing and get rid of it, I wouldn't have slept in there ever again.
No, we would have to burn the house down.
Burn the whole house
down. The whole house down. That was, okay, there were 2 flying things in that old bedroom that I will remember for the rest of my life. 1, that flying cockroach, and 2, marbles flying off the bed. Do you remember that? Out of nowhere. Like, he got in this way. He like had something come over him. He's standing on top of this bed, and mind you, our bed is about 3.5 feet tall. So that's like a cliff to Mr. Marbles. He doesn't just jump off the bed. He gets a full-blown running start from the middle of the bed to the edge and then just dive bombs to the floor. And we both saw it. And we were like, why did he do that?
He was like in a mood. Like he was real hyper and like got himself going.
And he landed and he was fine. I was like, he's gonna break all of his legs. He stuck the landing and it was like, what's up, fam? I'm down here now. I can't believe that we both saw it. Because that's the type of thing that happens and one of us sees it and the other will never believe that.
You know what it's like? Yeah, no, seriously. It's like when you see a squirrel or like a small animal jump an incredibly long or far or high distance for no reason and you're like, did that just fucking happen?
Yeah.
That's what it looked like.
Like the squirrel at the baseball game?
Yeah, the one, Sail.
Yeah.
That's like one of the best videos on the internet.
That's a pretty great video.
Seriously, that and corgi feeding time.
Yeah. That one's overrated.
I
like the
no.
AWOL Nation squirrel.
Corgi feeding time. I Believe I Can Fly sloth.
That one's that's a classic. That's a classic.
Sorry for going on this tangent of the best videos on the internet.
Oh, no, it's okay. This is one of the bars that we like to go to. It's called Firefly. We went there, and the first time we hung out with John Cochran was at that bar.
Oh, is that where we are?
Yeah. We're in Studio City now.
You know,
How do you not know where we are?
Well, because I wasn't paying attention. I'm just sort of looking around. I've lived here for what, like 5 years, and I still don't really know my way around that well.
I would give you more shit if you've lived in the Valley for 5 years, but you've only been in the Valley for like 2.5.
Yeah, Los Angeles is a gigantic
It's a big
city.
It's
not like you can get to know the subway either. Like, you'd have to like know how to drive everywhere all the time.
there's no point. I mean, unless you're a regular subway user to get to like work or something that happens on a schedule, there's no reason for you to know the subway routes. Like for me, when I went to Chapman, I took the subway from Orange literally to downtown LA and then to Culver City. So I had to know that route. And like for instance, Jason, he takes the subway to work.
Oh, that's
Because from the Valley, because it's smart because it works
not
perfectly.
the subway, the bus?
No, he takes the subway.
How, there's not a subway here.
Well, it's a railway. I mean, sometimes
there
it's
you go.
underground. No, it does go underground though. At LA Union Station, there's a whole subway station. There's like 5 different lines underground.
Yeah, like in the small part of the city, but it's not a subterranean subway system.
Well, it's partially subterranean. So
Yeah,
like part of
maybe.
the route is subterranean. Part of it is
questionable.
above ground. No, it's
Maybe.
There's no questioning it. I literally took it for years.
I'm kidding.
Okay, but yeah, like you said, you kind of just need to know how to drive everywhere, which is a lot more daunting than
Yeah, but
just
I've also
knowing the
lived
subway
in
route.
like a couple of cities. Like, you grew up here.
No, you're right. But I didn't grow up in the Valley. I literally spent 0 time here growing up. So.
Let me know when you have to learn your 3rd or 4th city or whatever you're driving through. It gets confusing.
You want me to let you know?
Yeah, let me know.
Okay. I'll be sure to let you know. I'll be sure to just like tap you on the shoulder and be like, hey, remember when you told me to let you know? Well, now you know.
Oh my God. You're a shit.
I am a shit. Oh, babe, do you watch The Office? Because now we're passing by.
Stop. Oh my God, please.
There's a landmark here.
Please send help to 124 Internet Street.
Okay,
I
fine.
don't give a fuck.
It's the
You say
episode
that
where
every
Amy goes to a
time.
talent agency. Her name's Martha. and
Every
that's her
time we
office.
drive past this area.
Well, it's still that place. It
Do
doesn't
you
change.
remember the time that for like hours we were searching for that stupid set or whatever?
Yeah, we drove up on Satakoy in Van Nuys, which is where they filmed The Office, and we tried to find the
It was
actual
really
set.
stupid. We didn't find it.
No, we didn't find it.
Nothing happened.
Well, nothing happened. I mean, we
Nothing
saw a lot of
happened.
familiar territory.
None of it was familiar to me. It was boring.
That sounds like yours and your fault only. That was an illegal U-turn, probably, right? So you think like when we first started dating and I would drive us, anytime I would make a U-turn, you were like, "Yo, that's illegal."
I literally thought it was.
But it's not. And in California,
lot of states, it
unless
is illegal.
specified, I know that, but that's something I didn't know.
Yeah, I know, because
Like, when
I've
we went
driven
to-
out of state with you. And I'm like, Julian, you can't just U-turn in whatever state you want, boy.
When we went to Oregon, remember? We had to look it up, and I was wrong.
Yes.
That was like the one time I've ever been wrong.
Most places on the East Coast, you can't just make a U-turn anywhere you feel like it. You will get in big trouble. You will get a ticket. You will get pulled over. Trust me, I've tried it.
Sometimes you just got to do the U-turn.
No, there's a street in Boston. I'm pretty sure it's Arlington or somewhere around, not the place, the street Arlington.
I'm afraid of where we're going right now because I don't know where it is.
What? You can do it.
Okay.
I believe in you.
All right,
Just
all
pick a way and go.
All right.
But it's like literally forever and ever and ever, and there's no place to turn left or right and like turn around.
Yeah.
Like if you turn right, then you just have to turn right back again onto Arlington. Like you can't get to the other direction, you know?
Yeah.
And so I finally was so lost, and I had my notes written out, like, because I had gotten MapQuest directions, and my printer wasn't working, so I hand wrote out my directions for myself, and I was so lost, I'm like, I have to turn around, or else I'm never going to be able to find this place.
Yeah.
So I did a U-turn, and it got pulled me over immediately.
Wow.
But then he was like,
Got
I
wrecked.
showed him my notes, and I was like, this is where I'm going. And then he turned on his cop lights and drove me there.
That's
And
really
I followed
sweet.
him.
So you had an escort, basically.
Yeah.
Do you remember printing out MapQuest?
Yes.
God, man, how inefficient was that?
Why, did you?
What do you mean, why did I? Of course I did. How would I have brought it up if I didn't do it? I did it like my whole entire childhood and like all through high school.
How?
How?
Your whole childhood, you printed out MapQuest directions to what? Walk?
We as a family, anytime we were going somewhere. Like, for instance, all my baseball games that were out fucking God knows where, we always had MapQuest. It's just crazy to think that you had to print those fucking directions out.
Remember when we had an Uber driver recently that tried to convince us that MapQuest had the best directions?
Yes.
Ooh, we're driving past Vivid Entertainment. Isn't that...
What?
They make porn?
What? Really?
Yeah.
How do you know that?
Don't they?
How do you know that?
It's
Okay,
on, like,
now
everything.
it's story time.
Yeah, but I also was like a huge fan of Joan Jameson back in the day.
Is she repped by Vivid Entertainment?
No. Like, not anymore. She like did her own company and stuff.
So wait, I want to know more about Vivid Entertainment.
I don't know. I actually, I'm just talking out of my ass. I really don't know.
Pun intended, because porn?
Well, we are in the Valley. Like, this is where a lot of porn gets shot. You know that, right?
Yes, I do know that. Well,
Like-
this is where a lot of everything gets shot. But
Well,
yes,
yeah.
porn as well.
But like when we were renting houses and stuff in LA, and we go through the whole process of they're like, all right, what do you do for a living? And like, we need proof of income or whatever. I'm like, yeah, I make videos. And they're like, okay, is it porn? And I'm like, they won't bat an eye when they ask you because it's just a common thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, it's just for YouTube. And they're like, okay, because if you make porn, and you're renting it out to shoot porn or whatever, you can't be like near schools and like within this certain radius of that.
Oh my God,
you remember
I remember that? I do remember that.
And I was
Wow.
like, no, it's not porn. I'm not lying. Do you think that I'm lying? Because I'm not. We're not going to shoot porn here.
Or every time you had your DSLR set up in your bedroom and a cleaning lady came and saw it and you're like, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed because this is 100% looks like I'm shooting porn.
It's like
But
a
it's just like a
camera
vlog
and
sitting
like
on my
lights
bed.
pointing in a bed.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I would think.
There's really nothing else to think. Like, unless you're very in tune with who you are or what the internet is, there's no doubt in your mind. It's like they just fucked and filmed.
Wow, good for them.
And they left the camera out. Like, they don't even care.
For me to watch.
For me to watch. It's actually, they press the playback button so that when I go to clean, I can watch it while I clean. There's Universal Studios right up here. And then this is an LA Fitness that just is kind of a shit fight.
Have you ever been there?
Yeah, I went there with Jimmy once.
Was
That's
it
the one
fun?
he goes to. Well, no, it's a bit of a
It's
shit
a
fight.
shit fight?
It's just so crowded. It's like the one on Sepulveda, It's like these big, brand new, state-of-the-art LA Fitnesses that everyone wants to go and socialize at. And so that you can't, like, work out. That's why my LA Fitness of choice is, like, the dungiest, crappiest LA Fitness I've ever
Yeah, because there's less
gone to.
people there.
No one's there. It's empty. It's in a basement. I don't even think LA Fitness knows that it's still open. Like,
There were a couple times where I didn't have my card to get in there, and they were just like, yeah, you're fine.
they're just like, yeah.
I don't think that they care if you just walk in there.
No, they were just like, why are you giving me your card? This is a fight club. You can just walk in.
We're
Now
not
I think
here to
that's a
make
porno
money.
fucking entertainment. DG Entertainment, that looks like a porno fucking building.
I don't know what that
If
is.
any building ever looked like a porno building, it's that.
Ew. That makes me feel weird. That building did look sus.
Yes, us. So, do you have any idea what donuts you're going to get tonight? Because I don't even know. I always forget, and then I want to look at. Like,
I want the
what they have.
plain glazed one with this whipped cream and just like a fresh strawberry. Like the first time that I went there, I was like, no, that one's too plain. Like I kind of want one of the like more special ones.
Yeah.
But it really is like that good.
Yeah.
It tastes like real fresh whipped cream.
Oh God, what is it? Coconut whipped cream? What do
I
they make?
believe so.
Yeah.
I don't really even know. And
Yeah.
the strawberry, whatever they do to it, it's fresh, but like it's not like any fresh strawberry I've ever had. It's like a giant couple
It's like
of
they just
slices
picked
of-
it off the vine, right there.
Yeah, but it like tastes so good.
It's like sugary sweet. It's like a strawberry shouldn't be that sweet.
Yeah, it's really good.
They also have a green tea flavored glaze,
It's
right?
lit.
It's like the green glaze on the regular donut with like the sesame seeds on top.
It's lit.
And it's so delicious because it's like a hint of savory, but like then totally sweet. It tastes like you're having green tea ice cream but on a donut.
It's lit.
I'll probably have to get that one because now I'm just like making myself
I don't know, I'm hungry.
wet about it.
Ew, you did not.
What, you don't get wet for donuts?
You can't just say, no, you can't say that.
I can't say that?
No.
What?
You gotta take it back.
Okay, I take it back. Can I unsay that?
Don't be nasty.
It's kind of like me wanting Colin to untweet that shit he tweeted the other day.
What did he tweet the
He
other
tweeted
day?
that vile gif of that like weird animation of that guy spinning around and his junk just knocks this girl's head off.
Almost everything
And
that
then
Colin tweets is vile.
It's like you can't unsee it. And I was like, you need to find a way to activate Twitter's untweet function and untweet this now, immediately.
Or I'm deleting myself.
Or I'm deleting everything. I'm just going off the internet because you didn't untweet this. So now we are going over the hill and entering Hollywood. We're going to pass the Hollywood Bowl in a second. Have you ever been to the Hollywood Bowl?
No.
I have. Guess who I saw, though?
Who?
I'll give you a hint.
Okay.
It's a color and a month.
Blue October.
Yes.
Wait, really?
Yeah. I saw Blue October at the Hollywood Bowl.
You.
My dad was like a huge fan of them, and he brought me. I'm not positive, but I think he brought. No. Okay, so it's a different time. My dad, one time.
Friends Alameda.
My dad is the biggest Bruce Springsteen fan in the entire world. Like I don't think there's a bigger one. No, I'm honestly serious. Like there is not a bigger Bruce Springsteen fan.
Friends Alameda.
He is the biggest Boss fan ever. Anyway, for my birthday one year, he thought, you know what? I love him so much that I love him enough. Oh shit!
Babe.
Sorry. We're like halfway in the intersection right now. Oops. We're
It's
good.
a tricky intersection.
Yeah, it's a tricky one. We're all right.
Babe.
No, what? We're fine. Babe,
It's
you're
because
making a
this
scene now.
is like the entrance. So
Yeah, it's like blocked off. This
it's
looks
okay.
like a street.
I think you're fine.
Well,
There's also no one
either
here.
we're fine or we're not. So
Ooh, this is the place where I called the cops on that driver that was like driving backwards. Remember?
he was reversing and he was driving the wrong way, but he just kept doing laps. He didn't leave.
I was really scared. I thought he was wasted. I don't know what was going on. But yeah, go ahead. For your birthday?
For my birthday, my dad figured he loved Bruce Springsteen enough for both of us, so he bought me tickets to go with him to the Bruce Springsteen concert.
Stop. That's such a dad thing to do.
Such a dad thing to do. God, that just made me so nervous. That intersection. What was that?
Oh, you're okay.
I'm okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm honestly really comfortable more than anything, and I think it's because my
Don't do it. Oh. It's like, first of all, why are you pulling over? And second, did you pull it out of your pants?
So your wardrobe is on point. But what about the stuff not everyone gets to see? Make sure your underwear is on point too with MeUndies. What is MeUndies? It's a seriously soft, feel-good underwear delivered to your underwear drawer. They're designed in LA and made from softer than soft micro-modal fabric. It's 3 times softer than cotton. They have all the coolest designs you can ever imagine, and each month they have a new signature series of underwear released for your butt's pleasure. Right now, if you want to save time and money every month, then get yourself a monthly subscription, which the underwear just shows up every month. I'm telling you, that is one of the best feelings when the fresh underwear shows up every month, no matter what. It's so nice. But if you're not ready for that, you can just get a pair. And right now, you can get 20% off your first pair of MeUndies. I was mistaken. Last week, it was 50%. This week, it's 20% off. You get 20% off your first pair of MeUndies at MeUndies.com/Jenna Julien. Check them out. Also, we are sponsored by Wink this week. When you have a great glass of wine, it enhances the moment. But what's even nicer is when you don't have to go shop for that wine. Mm-hmm. When I used to shop for wine, I would literally pick the prettiest bottle and I would buy it. And it did not yield good results. Wink gives you a palate profile quiz where they recommend interesting wines customized to your specific taste. No more going to the store and doing what I did. You can have Wink do all the hard work for you. They'll send you wine and they'll introduce you to new and rare different wines that you never would have had before. Right now, you can join and skip any month and cancel any time. Plus, Wink will have a 100% satisfaction guarantee, so you never pay for a bottle that you don't like.
Delicious.
Right now, you get $20 off your first order when you go to TryWink. That's TRYWINC.com/Jenna Julien. And they will even handle the shipping for you.
Thank you, sponsors.
So,
Those are the best.
they are the best, supporting the Jenna Julien podcast. So right now, we have to get on the freeway, and we got to go get donuts. So we are going to take a little break, and we'll be right back. And for you, it's going to be a millisecond.
We've tried it before. The audio is too loud on the highway.
Plus, it's a little distracting, and we have to,
Well, yeah.
So we're going to go get our donuts, and we'll be back with our donuts right now. And we're back.
Oh, my God.
First of all, I think a nice shout-out is due to Donut Friend they just comped our donuts, and they were so sweet to
For
us.
no reason.
For no reason.
People are so fucking nice, man.
If you guys want fantastic donuts,
You
go
didn't
to
have
Donut
to
Friend.
do that. Like, I'm
they're-
more than happy to throw all of my money at you, Donut Friend.
They're so nice. Like, and anyway, so what did you get, babe?
And a girl named Kyla, like right after we left, was like, "You're wonderful," and I was
Yeah.
like, "I'm gonna cry. I have donuts, and you're saying such nice things to me."
It was a lot of really wonderful things that just happened, and then on top of it all, we have donuts.
Are we making like a Carcast / mukbang right now?
Yeah, they were doing a mukbang.
Is this a fucking
It's
mukbang?
an ASMR mukbang. We don't
Yeah,
eat all of
sorry,
it on camera.
if you guys don't like eating sounds,
You can get out.
I got this. This is one of my favorite ones.
It's
It
the
seems like it
strawberry
should be
whipped cream
simple.
one. Oh.
It's just got like whipped cream and strawberries in the
Yeah.
middle. And I've never had this one, but I wanted something chocolate, so I got this mint chocolate one. It's got crushed Oreos on top.
I literally got a cream cheese donut because I wanted something a little savory, and then I got a chocolate glazed donut.
You got a cream cheese donut?
Yeah, that's what this is.
All right, are
Cheers?
we doing it? Cheers.
Ooh.
Oh my God.
Yep. That is so good.
Is that the cream cheese one?
Yeah,
Is it good?
it's so good.
Does it taste like a sweet bagel? A swagel.
Swiggle, baby, swiggle me.
So, what do you think of our new series, Tacos?
So this happened in today's
Amateur
vlog.
comedians getting tacos.
Yeah, if you watched last week's, my final vlog of last week, we ate dacos in the car, which is hot dogs in corn tortillas, and we call them dacos. And what happened was like, I left the camera rolling while we kind of just ate and talked, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna cut it up, it'll be real quick. But then I sat down to edit it, and it was so funny, so I literally just let it roll. Like
That's why we did Carcast, though.
that's kind of what inspired Carcast tonight, us eating in the car and having it be funny like that. So I love the new series, and I would love to implement it regularly somewhere.
Well, we're doing it right now.
I know.
It's pretty great. But we should really eat outside of an open mic day by the airport.
Audio will be a mess
Why?
because we're by the airport and there's an open mic.
Could you ever do like open mic stand-up?
Never.
Give us your opening joke, your killer.
So anyway, I was walking down the street and this dog is just looking at me. And I said, hey dog, why are you looking at me? And he said, bark.
Yay!
I'll be here till never.
Bye-bye, everybody.
I don't think my humor, I mean, I know if I really wanted to, I could do stand-up. I feel like it's super not something I'm into.
Well, like
And
anybody could.
Anybody
There's like a
could.
formula you could follow.
Yeah, I just feel like the only reason anyone ever does stand-up is because that medium works for them, or they think it could work for them. For me, it's hard for me to picture that working for me. You know, I like humor in the vlogs. I like humor on the podcast, just in my normal life. But to have things prepared just seems very hard for me. And I'm not like singling myself out as special. Like I know it's hard for everyone who does stand-up. It's not an easy thing. My dad did it for 20-something years.
Fans on me up.
Yeah. Wow, he got 2 shout-outs this podcast.
My dad doesn't get enough shout-outs. Shout out to my dad.
Mr. Maury, shouts out.
This is so fucking good.
This is so good.
I feel like my set would just be a nervous selection of dad jokes. Mm-hmm. You know?
Yeah, man, that immediate reaction is terrifying.
And then me just laughing and then saying, goodbye, everybody.
Kind of like your radio show, except for with an audience.
No, exactly like my radio show.
I know. Like, you sit there and record that thing, but I'm there, and I'm hearing all of it.
Yeah, but I just like take 5 minutes to laugh at myself
Yeah.
and then keep going.
No, that's pretty great. I like when you laugh at yourself. It's cute.
Get your box away from me.
Oh, sorry, babe.
I love how when you're done with your belongings, you just throw them on me. Every night when we go to bed, Julian takes a pillow that he's done using because he's laying down now, and he throws it on top of me.
No, I don't. I put it on, like, your knee.
It's so annoying. Or like when you get hot, like instead of just like neatly pushing the covers aside, you just flop them over on top of me.
Sorry.
Retweet if you're inspired. I can't be the only person that is just like constantly a thing holder for someone else. Mm-hmm. And like literally your mule, when we go out in the world, you ask to put things in my bag all the time.
Babe, your bag is so great. I'm so proud of your bag and how far it's come. It's carried all of my belongings.
I hate you.
I love you. Without you, I would be losing everything. Everywhere I went, I would lose the stuff.
I feel like a fucking camel, like a yak. Like you're just putting things on me all the time.
Okay. Yep. That's fair.
Like
What?
you just put your trash on me.
I put it on the armrest and it slid over to you because it wanted to say hi. What?
Fight me.
God, I want to go back and get more, but the line is so long.
And so we're in Eagle Rock, which is a really cool place. A lot of young people. It's really like up and coming.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Mm-hmm. There's 2 horses just standing outside there, outside of a bar, tied up to a pole. No one's on them. They're just 2 horses there. Like, did someone ride those horses to a bar?
I don't know.
Like they're in an old Western on a main road?
I have a question. Is that legal?
I don't know.
I wonder if that's legal.
I wonder if they're like someone's horses or if they're like police horses.
Well, you'd think they'd be.
And they didn't have
You think
like
they'd be cop horses?
those cop horse gear on.
No, they didn't.
It said, we're cops. Okay, I have a
They didn't
question.
have no narc gear on.
We're going to use our horse to sniff out your narcs. He's really low key about it. Do horses get like police certified the way that dogs do?
100%. There's
Really?
no way they just grab a random horsey and say, time to chase criminals on you.
Yeah, but you know like how a police officer, their partner is their dog.
Yeah,
If they're a
it's
canine
obviously
unit.
different training because there's such different animals. But
But if you're a horse cop,
Yeah.
is that horse your partner? The way that a dog
I think you
cop
mean
is?
cop horse. You said horse cop. It's
What's
okay.
wrong with a horse cop?
It's cop horse.
I agree to disagree.
I
Here.
agree to
I'm done
nothing.
with that, so
That was dramatic.
I want to try my second one.
You're on your second one?
This is, yeah.
I would be on my third.
You already ate both of yours?
Yeah.
We
It's
didn't
cute
eat
how slow
dinner.
you
This
eat.
is like our dinner.
I know it is. This is dinner number 1. Let's not limit ourselves,
Dinner number 1.
please. Yeah, no, I definitely think that there 100% is training that goes into having a horse be a law enforcement horse, but it's probably so much different than a
No,
dog.
that's not the question though. The question is training, but are the horses a cop? The way that the dog is a cop.
No, the horses are a car. They serve as the transport.
So they're not cops.
They're not cops. They're cop cars. They're cop transpo.
Like a
you don't
bike
see
cop?
cops riding their dogs.
They would if they had like 100-pound chihuahuas though.
Or if the cops were small and they fit on their dogs. Giddy up. When we watch those police chases and seeing those dogs, the police dogs take down those criminals who were shooting at police, like that was amazing. Police dogs are amazing.
But just on the way here, on whatever highway that was, we saw a car flipped over on its top on the direction facing us. And a cop car speed down this street where the horses are at like 70 miles an hour.
This street, so we're in Eagle Rock, like downtown Eagle Rock. This is York Street or Boulevard or Ave, I don't know. It's right by Donut Friend. And if you've been in this area, or even if you haven't, this road, the main road, is tiny. Like there's barely enough room for 2 cars to be driving opposite directions and parked cars. It's very tiny. And this police guy in his SUV cruiser just literally did like 60 to 70 miles an hour down the street. It was crazy.
You're going to kill somebody. You're going to kill a cop horse.
It was so like, I couldn't believe how loud and fast it all was. It happened so fast. But
I still need to know, is a cop a horse?
no, it's a
horse or
cop
cop?
car. It's a cop car. There's no way a
So
cop...
you're saying there's 3 types of cop transportations?
Yes.
Bike, car,
Helicopter. What?
horse. There's no such thing as a helicopter cop.
How the fuck... Are you serious?
Helicopter.
You've never seen like an LAPD copter? Did you say helicopter?
Yeah.
Get out. You're riding in the trunk on the way home.
All right.
There's a seat back there for you. Go home, boy.
Sorry.
Helicopter. Wow. See, that would be your stand-up.
But like, why? Yeah, exactly. But why does a dog get to be a cop but not a horse?
But like, why
Why
are
stop
you...
at dogs?
Well, Because a horse can't do shit.
Yes, they can. I feel like horses are smarter than dogs.
I'd like you to please give me a scenario. If you're a cop, all right, give me a scenario where you would retreat your own self and you would send your horse in to do the bidding in a situation that got hairy, like you would a dog.
I feel like horses are just so underserved because you can teach a horse how to take a person down. We just haven't utilized them for that.
How
because they would kill them.
Yeah, they'd kick them in the chest and the person would be dead instantly. And also, how does that happen? You walk behind a horse and piss it off. That's when it kicks you in the chest. You can't have it like run backwards and just be kicking criminals. Like that doesn't work.
I feel like if we put enough energy and manpower into it, we could train horses to be cops.
I have no words.
I feel like we could use them for a lot of cop things, like giving out parking tickets or taking down criminals.
Just like, he spits out a parking ticket?
Yeah, like you just teach them where, like, what the lights on the parking meter means, or like you put little special horse signs on there for when they're expired, and then you teach them how to just give it a stamp or something that counts as your ticket.
No. 100 times. No. You're reaching and it's over.
Okay, you have to agree with me.
Okay.
What?
You reached so far you fell off the ledge.
That if you were a criminal, a violent criminal, and there was a canine unit, you'd be like, I feel like I could maybe get away from that dog. But if someone had a horse unit,
I would be way less scared. I would be like, are you kidding? Now I can catch a breath and walk for a little bit.
I'll jump on it and ride it away.
Even if a horse gets to full speed, I'll literally, like, a horse is like...
You can outmaneuver a horse?
Yeah, you outmaneuver that thing. You just go to the right, climb up some stairs. Then what is the horse going to do? Run up the stairs?
Make a spooky sound behind him?
No, like... Every angle of this isn't working. Like, a horse is not better than a dog as a cop. If a cop's job was to run around a track really fast, horses would be great at it.
But horses are really smart, and they're like people. They have little personalities. They're wonderful.
I mean, maybe like when there's like a noise complaint, instead of actual cops, they just send the horses to knock on the door and just like scare the shit out of everyone because they're a horse. It made
me think of that clip from Ridiculousness of that guy in his house doing that like Mexican dance on the horse, like in the living room.
Yeah, it was just like casually a horse inside the living room.
With a guy on it.
It was like a donkey.
No, it was a full-grown horse.
Really?
Yes, and there's like a man on it, and they're doing a dance in like their living room. It's the majority of the living room.
Wow. Wow.
How did they get him in the door?
How did they get him in the door frame? They must have a garage that they just opened up.
Yeah, maybe.
But how do you get him from the garage to the door frame through the house?
I don't know. Doesn't matter. That's why it makes it funny.
Or it was a set.
Maybe.
And it was a movie.
No, it wasn't a movie.
It looked like it was probably on Warner Brothers Lot 31.
Do other countries, like say you're in Thailand.
Should we move?
Say you're in Thailand, do they use like elephants as cops? Or India, like places where there are elephants, or like... Sorry. Like other places where there are other like animals?
I would probably guess they do, yeah. I would guess they would utilize the animals that are...
so if you're in Costa Rica, do they have
yeah.
monkey cops?
Okay. See, this is something practical, because those motherfuckers are capable.
They can steal everything.
Well, that doesn't serve a cop, okay?
Well, why not?
When would a cop need to steal?
I don't know.
No, monkeys, yes,
what
they
if
steal.
they need to snatch someone's wig?
Oh my god. No, like, monkeys would be great for detaining a suspect. They would like jump on them and fucking pull their hair and punch them until they just went down.
Wouldn't you be scared for the safety of the monkey?
As I'd be as scared for the safety of the monkey as I would for the safety of a police dog, because the police dogs that are in situations where they have to go after suspects, those are fucking hairy situations. Like, they go after these people who are armed, and like, you never know what crazy motherfucker is gonna... Oh, that place has vegan hamburgers, actually.
Well, what are we doing?
I don't know. I've never seen it in person. I've only seen it... It's called Burger Lords. I've only seen it on Twitter. Do you want to pull over and get one?
Well, now we're gonna have have to find parking again.
Maybe we'll pull over. I'll just do loops.
Are you serious?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
When in Eagle Rock, as they say. I like to say when in Rome, around Rome, because she hates hearing that. Oh, beautiful spot, babe.
So we'll be right back then?
We can, or... Really?
Yeah.
All right. Are we doing another break?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, we're not going to just leave it rolling on our empty car while we go get hamburgers.
Well, yeah, of course. No,
So now we've had proper dessert. Look, they're right there. There's 2 horses right there.
The horses are right there. And those are not cop horses.
How difficult.
There's a guy with a cowboy
It's just
hat.
a guy.
And his wife. They both have cowboy boots on.
Oh my God, they're taking them.
Yep.
Are they their horses though?
They have to be. They tied them to a tree.
Okay, can you fucking move this at all? I'm not lying. No, is that going to be a nightmare?
It's going to mess everything up,
All
yeah.
right.
But, I mean, it's if you can picture what a horse looks like, it's right there.
Yeah, but it looks insane.
It looks like we're in a movie. It looks like they're just horses in a...
Ooh.
Did you see that?
Yeah, he like almost like bucked his face into that guy's face on purpose. Like he looked pissed.
All right, I guess we're going to go get some burgers, so...
Are we
Are you getting burgers?
Sure.
All right, we'll be right back.
There's 2 fucking horses right there. I swear on my life, these people rode these horses to this bar and tied them to a tree like a fucking bicycle.
Give me your phone. I'll film it with your phone.
Here. I'm not kidding. Oh, he's getting on this. There he goes.
All right, I'm going to film this. We'll be right back.
Look it, he just got on his horse. They're right there. What are they doing? They're probably like, ma'am, you need to leave. You can't bring your horse here.
A horse walks into a bar.
Julian.
And we're back.
So that place was closed.
Unfortunately, no burgers tonight. But I was right. They
I'm
did have
really
a vegan
okay.
burger.
I didn't need a burger. We just had donuts for dinner.
I needed a
We're
burger.
adults.
So I'm not okay. But no, they look delicious on the menu, so we might have to come back there.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's just like a street window. Like you can just order a burger like a regular person.
Like a regular person. I love when vegan and gluten-free places make the experience like as normal as everyone else has it.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
It's pretty nice.
So we're exiting Eagle Rock right now. And
I have more questions. We didn't finish this.
All right.
Is a cop a horse?
No.
Horse a cop?
No. A
What about
horse
an
is
elephant?
a transportation vehicle for a police officer, not a police officer. Because dogs are not used for transpo, they are officers. They serve a purpose other than
Okay, I have a question.
Okay.
So if a dog, like they attack and disarm criminals or whatever,
Yeah.
why doesn't the Coast Guard use sharks?
Okay. How would they train a shark?
I don't know.
Neither do I. So how can I answer that question?
Maybe they could.
They
What
use-
about dolphins? Why don't they use dolphins?
They just pull like a gray white. Sit. Just bites his arm off.
Our very controversial great white officer,
Oh my God.
project has ended in the death of Larry.
Oh my God.
R.I.P.
Poor
Larry.
Larry, dude. Larry low-key had it coming.
Why not dolphins? Dolphins are smarter than people.
Dolphins, I feel like you could train, but at what
course you
moment?
can.
At what moment though would a cop need a dolphin? Like
A Coast Guard cop.
But give me a scenario.
They need them to go work together to flip over that person's boat.
Wow, that is such a specific need. That's that really trashy bowling lane / karaoke bar that we went.
Oh,
or
yeah.
whatever. Yeah,
The place is fun.
that was fun.
It takes forever to get a drink.
And they serve in plastic cups or not at all.
And watered down alcohol,
And
right?
watered down, yeah.
We don't know that for sure.
And the karaoke is just, the sound system is just like, oh.
Yeah, but when
It's-
Christine
it's not-
Sidelco's in there.
It's not. Yeah, Christine is, yeah.
I watched her in person sing the national anthem at karaoke.
Yes, we were both there, and it's something that you
Incredible.
really can't believe unless
Incredible.
you're seeing it with your own eyes.
It's just the best thing I've ever seen at any karaoke night in my entire life.
She actually asked to be back on the podcast. We need to have them back on the podcast because
for sure.
You guys fucking loved that episode.
Because they're the best.
You should have, yeah. I mean, there's no reason not to.
Did you see Elijah tweet that screenshot of like his videos getting demonetized, and it was like, we make a dildo bong and like shit like that?
God, man, they are so funny. So, did you see how much weed they had for their 420,000 subscribers?
Yeah, like that was shit. Like that was really expensive.
I don't know anything about anything, but it looked like $100,000 of weed.
Yeah, I don't fucking know.
It looked like so.
But it looked like a lot.
Weed.
Like a lot.
A lot. Just a lot.
Just a lot. The whole thing's just a lot.
Yeah.
It had to have been a lot of money.
Yeah, it looked like a lot of thousands of dollars, probably.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't know anything about that whole world, but it was like 3, you know when you get popcorn at the fair? Those are the size bags they had, and they had like 3 or 4 of them. And you see weed, bags of weed like in little tiny bags, and those cost $100, right?
I don't fucking know.
I'm not a cop, okay? Relax. Jeez.
I don't know anything. Yeah, I know you're not a horse.
How do you know? Step 1 of how to know if I'm a cop. A, is he a horse? No? Okay, B.
I don't know. You gotta look
is
like
he
a
on
horse.
top of a horse? Okay, no. C, did he park his horse outside of the bar?
I can't. So I think you're gonna clip in that video.
Yeah, I already
right?
clipped it in.
Because
So you guys already
not
saw
fucking
that.
lying.
Yeah.
But as we were going to check on the hamburger place to see that it was closed, they just got on their horses and rode away.
They did. On the sidewalk, like boisterously.
Yeah.
Like this woman almost hit someone with her horse.
Yeah.
That's why a horse couldn't be a cop.
But they're on the sidewalk, like there's like street lights that dip like almost where her head level is at on top of that horse.
It didn't look like they had planned it out. It looked like they were just riding a horse on a sidewalk, a very
to
tiny
see how
sidewalk.
long they could stay in the bar before they got in trouble.
I mean, I'm pretty proud of my timing for that joke, because when could you ever say a horse walks into a bar when a horse?
Yeah, you really cracked
oh,
yourself up.
That is, I think that's probably top 5 moments in my entire life.
But he didn't walk into a bar. Neither of them walked into the bar.
But the joke, it was just, come on.
No.
Come on,
Really,
give it to me, babe.
Really wasn't.
Come on, babe, give it to me.
No.
All right.
No.
Well, we don't really have any choices other than to get on the highway at this point. So we're going to probably close it, yeah?
Yeah, sure.
Are you ready?
Yeah, you gonna pull over, or are you just gonna? Let's just go.
We're just going to go off into the night. Thank you guys for hanging out, though, for this podcast, and I hope you enjoyed Carcast 2.0.
It was really fun.
It was really
And our
fun.
donuts were really good.
Hopefully the quality was okay. I still, it's hard to know when we're driving.
Yeah, we'll find out, I guess.
We'll find out. Trial and error. Shouts out to the sponsors. Make sure you go check them out. Wink and MeUndies. We
and
appreciate
Wink.
you. And we'll see you guys next week for another episode.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Ding Fam.
Cops are horses.
They're so
Horses
not.
are cops.
They're so not.
Yes, they are.
Bye.